Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. So we came to Zvartnotc. You can see glimpse of Ararat behind. Another UNESCO heritage site, which is like if you realize you throw a stone, you will hit one of the UNESCO heritage sites in Armenia, because everything is very historical and old. Yeah, this one was a cathedral of 7th century, destroyed in earthquake in the 10th century. So only remains we can see now. It's quite interesting. It has lots of different architectural style of Zvartnotc. You see that house? Done very old. Yes. Okay, let's just show you the how it was before. Yeah. St. Gregory Church. Okay.
Yeah, it was called St. Gregory because Zvartnotc is the meeting point of the Armenian king and Gregory the Illuminator, which took place in the 4th century after the imprisonment.
Yeah, very steep steps.
Considering that we're a lot shorter than it did make big stairs.
Yeah, for the old people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was intentional so that you will not enter. That's another. Look at the columns. It's like one of the most interesting things here.
In each wing, there are 6 columns with different capitals. And if you look at the capitals, you will feel the resemblance between the offering building and the Zvartnotc cathedral. I mentioned that the name of the cathedral is Saint Gregory because the relics of Gregory the Illuminator were kept there until the end of the 10th century. But after the earthquake, they were taken to Echmiatsin.
Yeah, and we will go to Echmiatsin next. Very clear views of Ararat. Actually, not very clear. It could have been clearer. We have seen better.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good for this time of the year.
Churches. We call it a cathedral because after the fall of the Wien was one of the capitals of Armenia. The Catholic Gauss, Narcissus the builder, he moved his seat to Zvartnotc. That's why we call it cathedral, because for a short time it used to be the seat of the Armenian Catholicos in the 7th century. So it was.
Can you see this that Maltese crest there?
Yeah, so we have.
It's very unusual.
Process, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's very similar to the cathedrals and the churches which were built in Egypt, Syria. So it has architectural resemblance with
For
these
those,
churches.
yeah. It's
So
very unusual for
It's very
Armenia.
unusual, yeah. Even the capitals, looking at the capitals, you could feel the style, yeah.
Yes.
Different styles were so used for the creation
Yes.
of the Zvartnotc cathedral.
Yeah, so like that one has some
Yeah.
glued
Yeah,
together
and that
because
one's
it
got
was.
a big
And this one
metal
as well,
thing
yeah,
with
they
clasp to
fix-
stop it from.
Yeah, it was used for restoration because it was totally flattened.
The Armenian king and in the 4th century ordered to Gregory into the royal prison where we have Holvirab. In the place of the Holvirab monastery, we had royal prisons. This is why when the king got an illness in the 4th century and the king's sister had a vision, in her vision, God told him that only Gregory could heal her brother. They ordered their people to go and check whether he was still alive or not. And after that, when they found him alive, they brought him here. And the meeting between the king and Gregory took place over
So
here.
it has happened
This
here.
is where we said that it was the meeting point.
Yeah, and then that's when Armenian accepted Christianity as
Yeah.
official religion in
So this is
301.
the start of
Yes,
Armenian Christianity.
right.
Yeah, so of the complex. Yeah, so but they were using it as a storage place.
Yeah, storage place. Yeah.
The cathedral of Zvartnotc was beautifully carved with Christian symbols. So look at these carvings of grapes and grape leaves. There were pomegranates, which covered the whole surface of the cathedral. And we know know that the grape it symbolizes the holy resurrection of our Lord. And here we can find the beautifully carved pomegranate
Yeah.
with the leaves. So this used to be the throne room of the Catholicos, which is occupying the southern part of the complex.
Okay.
So that's and we have the Catholicos residence on this side, and the two eagles. Yeah.
Armenian eagles.
Yeah.
And that big stone is
So this is
part
the
of
result
it.
of the earthquake. Yeah, it was.
It
completely
it's just
destroyed,
fall
yeah.
down
And
from
then
the
the walls,
church.
the church walls.
Okay.
So the entrance on the west.
And for it stood only for 320 years.
Yeah. Then
And
it
the
collapsed.
excavations they started in the first half of the 20th century.
Now we'll see the Roman baths near the cathedral.
Right, yeah. Sorry?
Hygiene was important in 7th century. Hall of columns.
Yeah, so part of the
Armenian letters.
This used to be a sundial.
Ah, yeah,
yeah.
sundial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sundial. With a stick of course. Oops. There was a
With the
stick
hole.
in the middle. There was a special text when the sun rays were falling on it. They would turn the time and they used to ring the bells and invite the community to church to pray. So what's interesting here that instead of numbers we have the letters of the alphabet, because we Armenians we used the letters instead of numbers until the end of the 16th century. And it's A, B, G, D, E, Z, E, E, T. It's from 1 to 9. Then comes J, A is 11, J is 10. J, A is 11, J, B is 12.
12. Yeah.
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 That's correct. It's 10.
Uncovered ruins of an old basilica church, which is from the 5th century. So basilica did not have any pillars, it was just one hall with an altar on the east, so they can find the eastern apse, which occupies that side. So that this used to be the basilica building. So like in Gayane, they used the underground heating system, which was common in Rome. It was called hypocaust. And here we can find a couple of pipes which were made of clay, because clay keeps the heat longer. Yeah, so we can keep it warm from 2 to 3 hours. The fireplace it used to be outside.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, so the first they used to bring the hot drink into the hot water room, warm water room, and then to the cold. Normally it consisted of 4 main rooms.
This is a winery site. We're very close to airport, hence the noise.
Yeah, down there, and that's how it's built. Yeah, yeah, and it was a huge area because we had big number of
Yeah. And some stores down. Yeah.
different colors. So Zvartnotc was best known for its intersecting arches, and in the middle of the intersecting arches there were common people and priests who were depicted. And how did they know they were priests or just common people? So they were choirs, of course, and the priests they have these hats, yeah, so which these short ones. And it is according to the historians who mentioned about the rules in their mentioned about the construction of the Russians. They always mention that even the priests, how to construct this. Here we have the yeah, the ceramic works and the cathedral, historic building with windows, round-shaped windows, and of course niches, where it was very light. So at the entrance we have 5 of them, then we open and we find interior, then we cross the line you can see. Here we had the steps from the 3 sides to the rest of the altar, and this were also strict from the church community who would participate in the mass from there. You did not have any
We found something from China, Ming Dynasty, 15th century China. Very interesting. It shows how much migration was during the old times. Saint Ripsime Church, a martyr from 4th century, was stoned to death by pagan Armenians. She was a Roman Christian. But the events of that historical events led to Tartat king of Armenia to accept Christianity and regret those actions.
Here we have the Armenian niches, and we have 4 rooms in each corner. This is the closet plan, and the dome is pretty high, it's 28 meters.
Oh yeah, this is very high.
Yeah, it's very high.
I thought the one in Georgia was high, but this is also
Yeah, it's very high. It's very high. And the king, yeah, so that symbolizes the victory over paganism.
Yeah.
And other Christian.
Nice carvings. Probably
Yeah,
modern.
it's also, yeah, it's very like 25 years.
Yeah, not the
Yeah,
old ones.
that's
Still
the
very nice.
kitchen in the middle, and both sides we have tables.
Yeah.
And at some hand, if you pay attention to the hands, that you can see that they pointer.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the only ones who survived. Area of seminary and the place where the priests live. And the new monument.
It's because they believe that after they are dead, they go to sitting on their horses.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's
17th
from-
century
yes.
from St. Juba, now is in Nakhichevan, and those are the only ones survived because the rest have been destroyed during Soviet time by Azerbaijan government and continue to be destroyed.
It's the souvenir shop. It's a 2-story building, but it used to be the first printing house in the 19th century,
Oh, okay.
and also the first library building,
Yeah.
and the map in Adaran, the manuscript museum.
There's still some construction happening in the main church, cathedral.
Not completely finished.
Yeah,
It's called as museum.
yeah. This music that you hear is Komitas.
It's where the monks live. This is the Deacon's father.
Yeah, they live here. Yeah. Fantastic Christmas trees and the pine. Yeah, I remember they were always, they're quite old. It's not clear whether it's open, but we'll try to get into the main cathedral.
The building in front of us, it serves as an educational center. And when we have so bishops from diaspora, we have meetings.
Yeah.
On that floor.
Rings bell. Calling for service. 11.
The cathedral, they started in 301, the king and Gregory, but it was finished after 2 years in 303. We'll continue talk about the main cathedral. I'd like to show you the first Khachkar, which was erected in Soviet Armenia in memory of the victims of the genocide. Because it was completely
Modern church. Started recently. Very rare thing which is new in Armenia.
that's for the holy oil, which
Yes.
the holy creek we made 40 different herbs. We don't have all these herbs in Armenia. Some of them came from India. Made from India to make the holy creek. And it is believed that when Thaddeus, the consul to Armenia to spread Christianity here, he brought with him some holy oil. And every 7 years when we make the new one, we always mix it with the old one.
Yeah. So it has
Yeah.
some. That's the Catholic house.
Yeah,
The house.
residence-
Unfortunately,
yeah.
very noisy or
The
renovation.
former one, the new one is next to it.
Okay.
And during the major feast, there is a procession.
We were allowed just to have a very quick glimpse of cathedral, but it's still closed. Yes. Yeah, well, because it was reopened recently. Anyway, it's a special favor for us. We can't go inside, but we can at least see the renovated one. Okay. New residence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes
Of
when we are
Catholicos.
walking to the museum, he's sitting outside.
Yeah. Maybe we will see him wandering in the park. Cemnekari.
Ostanki drugače Gayane
relics inside. Let's go to see the spear. That's probably the most important relic here. But we will need to wait for tourists to go there. I was told not to take photos or pictures, but everybody taking, so I'll bend a little bit of nose. Yeah,
Ampak tudi jaz sem plačal 100.
The Holy Spirit and the Petrified Food of Noah's Ark. So this is the original spear which was taken to Armenia by Thaddeus in the 1st century. And the cross was added afterwards, and in the latest the was used to house the head of the sheep.
This is very interesting. The model of the old cathedral, which is believed to be the oldest, but Norik is saying not necessarily. I'm saying you're debunking the myth that it is the oldest. We're now going to the St. Gayane Church, and on our left is a cemetery of the 16th century.
There are a couple of new tombstones as well from the recent years.
But
the main
mainly I
part
can
is
see they
very
are
old.
quite old.
Yeah.
St. Gayane Church. Liturgy is happening now, so I'm sure we can go inside. Oh, somebody important, lots of police. Probably someone came. I don't know. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Maybe liturgy. So crowded inside. Yeah. Let's take a side glimpse, but I don't think we can.
We have Lucine Zakarian film as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Renowned Armenian Sharakan singer. She had amazing
boys. Yes.
Yeah. She was the wife of.
This one. Yeah. She passed away recently. Yeah.